Hello, welcome to McBoss Capital Channel. My name is Michael Chu. Today is Monday, March 9th, 2026, 9:16 a.m. right now. Let's look at the market index. Nasdaq is down 0.2%. It's quite an improvement from this morning because it was down over 1%. Dow is down 1% still. S&P is down 0.7. Nasdaq is volume is up 4%. New York Stock Exchange volume is up 16%. So really high volume trading this morning. Again, the fear about the oil price and so forth continue there. And yeah, so let's take a look at the index. So here's a look at the index here, and what we're seeing is we have a small rebound right now. It's a very positive day, at least because we bouncing back from the bottom, and we were came near the 200-day line for QQQ here. So overall, it looks okay. Now, whether this rally this morning will fizzle out, no one knows because the day is still young, right? But it's at least a good try right now, trying to rally attempt, let's say. Obviously we've been coming down pretty hard lately, and the last few sessions here. So this QQQ has been in range bound for a long time. Right now the 200 day is really catching up, and this morning I would say it's not a bad thing because we didn't touch it, right? You can see here there's some gap here. We didn't touch it, and we bounce, and it's bouncing really fast right now. So like I said, it's a good day so far, and as long as this rally doesn't fizzle out and we close, strong, then we still have a chance. Uh, to bounce back at least in the short term because I think definitely been a lot of distribution days lately in the last more than a week roughly. But yeah, let's go to SPY, and many growth stocks are damaged now. That's the problem. We'll look at it in a second, but many growth stocks chart are damaged. So for example, like this one SPY, it looks a little bit worse because we did undercut the low. Well, we have a closing low on Friday, a new closing low, and then we have undercut that further this morning and before bouncing. So we're still down for the day. Like all the index are still down for the day. So um, it's not like oh yeah we're bouncing to new you know uh, gain today, right? It's not, we're not at a gain even, and so it's normal for this behavior. We are in a downtrend, like that is the problem right now. How far this will go, no one knows. And the key is as it bounce back to the key moving averages, like the 10-day or 21-day, that's when we really watch. Right now we oversold. You can see how far it is from the 10-day. So, there's gonna be a bounce back to the 10-day and test it again. Um, s- you know, so let's go to Dow as well. This one is even further away from the 10-day, right? And again, this one also came close to the black line. So yeah, very similar chart patterns. They all like, been selling off hard the last few sessions, including this morning. So it's normal for us to see a day or two of bounce or intraday bounce here. Um, but uh, but yeah, but make no mistake, this is a lot of distribution recently. It could become a full-blown correction and get more severe. I think not including today, I think QQQ and IWM, or at least both Russell and Nasdaq, were down like close to 7% or more. So it's not far from a 10% correction, right? So and then this morning, like I say, it came down a little bit further. Here's IWM, so it's definitely over 8% now, and stuff. So. Yeah, so this one again, same thing. Look, today we coming back to the gap high, like before the gap down high, like after the gap down high. So that's okay. But really, what we want to do is co come back all the way to the close yesterday and close above that. Then that will show us, a very strong reversal, right? So that's what I want to see today is that strong reversal, and also growth stocks definitely moving. That's what I want to see too. And we do see it today. VRT, look at this. I'm not sure if there's any news because I haven't turned on any follow the news yet. But look at this move today. It's very strong. Let me take out my marker for a second. But yeah, you can see it's trying to go for new high very soon. Like I'm actually surprised how strong this stock is because it's not that far from new high, and also it's been trading sideways mostly. This is an amazing base after a gap up move here on earnings. Could be a leader, like I mean the 50 day is still far away, so that's the only problem because it's still extended quite a bit. But other than that, like it's showing a lot of strength today, and also recently. So that's a good choice, I think. Let me keep going here. Okay, it's not loading, but that's okay. I don't, sometimes it's stuck. Let's try one more time. If not, I go to my spreadsheet, which I already have most of this recorded. Yeah, so let's go to the industrial. We have VRT, KRMN. That one is also doing well. Let's take a look at that one. So it's been moving up strongly. Like I mean, we have this huge correction, but recently I'm surprised how strong this is. Look at the RS rating. It's just going straight up. And again, like it's volatile. Like there's definitely volatility intraday, but the overall chart pattern is it looks pretty healthy actually, because it's coming back on the right side. Yeah, and it's $100 stock, so it's definitely have and pretty good volume too. So it's a good quality institution stock. And look at this. We're seeing like the blue bars that been accumulation showing there. So that looks also good on the strong volume. Okay, so it's coming back here. Let's see. We have LAUR, Lumentum. So a lot of stocks are damaged, right? Like Lumentum is definitely one of them. So even though we bounce back, we're nowhere near the 10-day. That is the problem right now because these stocks have dropped so much. Again, it's very common for them to bounce back to the 10-21 day line and see if they can actually come above that. Otherwise it just acts as resistance on the downtrend line. I think WDC was also very similar. See, look at this. It just got rejected here, right? And right now we're bouncing, but again, we're nowhere near the 10-day. And even when it comes to 10-day, we want to see if we can actually come through it, stuff like that. AGX Circle. Okay, so I notice tremendous strength in Circle is it doesn't meet my fundamental criteria per se, but it is showing extremely strong um relative strength right now. And look at all this volume that has been showing up much more than the selling volume. So definitely could make an exception for this stock just because how strong this is. This reminds me of Hood in the last rally where it just keep running and running, and right now the Circle hasn't really done a strong run yet because since IPO you can see it's not doing well. Um, so maybe this is its time, so just pay attention to this. I mean, like I said, instead of a full position, maybe I do half a position and just go with this because it could be the next Robin Hood here, like from last rally. Let's see, what else do we have here? Cohere. Again, all these stocks are damaged, like they're bouncing today. NSC, AEIS, the chip, GLW, same thing. This was a very strong leader recently, but when it broke down, it came down really fast. Look at it, it took only like two big sessions down day to bring it all the way closer to the 50-day. Unfortunately, it just, that's the problem when the market conditions deteriorate. And that's another thing to consider. Right now, conditions are very volatile and has been deteriorating on growth stocks. And I just did the video this weekend, like only 20% of stocks are still in uptrend. 80% of stocks are under their key moving average. So we don't know how long this market condition will continue, right? I'm sure once the Gulf by Iran there is opened up, then things will flow and oil price will come down and so forth. But yeah, let's talk about oil price for a second because I didn't even look at that today. Yeah, I see it still continue running. It's just insane. Well, it went up a lot this morning, but it came back down. I mean, it could be a temporary peak here. Like I don't know. It depends how long that lasts, right? So that's the key there. ECO again, the tankers, STNG, those are holding up well, and gold field. Let's look at gold. Let's see. It hasn't done as well lately. Look at this. It's just kind of going sideways right now along the moving averages. Um, we have a while ago, yeah, Broadcom. Let's go to it. It's making a move this morning. Like it came down, but very quickly it bounced back. So and it's trying and it's clearing the red line very decisively. So I like this action. Yeah. MU, MCK, Power, TSCM, KTOS, CLS, yeah. Yeah, I mean you can look at those, but like I said, when I put normal, it usually means like the trend is like they bounce like even today, like I said, a lot of them are bouncing, but they're still below their key moving averages. That's when I usually just put normal trend. It's not like something to act on. And then we have, oh yeah, and then we have App Loving and Cloudflare moving this morning. Let's take a look at those on higher volume. Um, so here's APP. It's been again very strong relative strength. A lot of software stocks are being much better too, right? Like in the last week, more than a week now. Uh, and I think there's lots of news about the biggest gap between software and the chip maker in terms of performance and stuff like that. But yeah, they're definitely performing. Like I mean, look at Uploving today. It just shows strength. Like this morning, look how fast it bounced on the first bar, despite the market was down pretty hard the first 5-10 minutes, I think. And this is really really good bounce, and it's holding the intraday lows here after. Let's look at net Cloudflare. So look at this second. This one happened on the second bar. Very big buying there. Look at this, making new highs right now. It is okay. So this is the daily chart. The daily chart again. Many software stocks will have this pattern. The ones that have crossed back above all their short-term moving averages are probably the ones you want to look at first if you were to like try to sort them, just because those are the ones that are outperforming even better. But in general, the software group like IGV is doing really well. Let's take a look. So this morning, yeah, we're still down like on IGV. So not all software stocks are up, but it's still down 0.6% in general. So there's those ones that are outperforming like App and Net, right? So yeah, thank you for watching and have a good trading day. I'm sure it'll be another volatile week again, but we just hope that maybe the selling will subside a little bit, and but obviously Wix is closed at a new high on Friday, and then to this morning it went even further. Look at that, but it has reversed significantly, right? So maybe we have a short-term top, I mean bottom, meaning right now we might have some relief from the selling pressure recently. And again, this is the time to look for stocks. Not necessarily go all in, but at least like, hey, start building your watch list, start taking smaller positions, and start building momentum towards the next rally, and figure out who are the leaders, right? Thank you all for watching. Have a good day. Bye now. Please like and subscribe.